Hey guys, so let's talk about karmic relationships and twin flames. Now, what is a karmic relationship? A karmic relationship are those relationships with people within your immediate circle, like, your friends, your close friends, your family, your siblings, your parents, your children, that you have constant conflict with. Conflict that you can't seem to resolve, conflict that you can't run away from because you're emotionally bound to these people. Now, what is a twin flame? A twin flame are people that are your soulmates, so to speak, but not in the way that you think they are. They're your soulmate in the way where they come to you to correct some type of flawed behavior or pattern of belief within yourself. In other words, they challenge your core beliefs and your core values and your religion and just all that stuff, right? So they are people that project and reflect beliefs, behaviors, and ways of being that's in complete opposition to what you believe and what you are willing to accept within your immediate circle. And that's what a twin flame is. Now, how do they both work together? Well, the purpose of karmic relationships is, or those conflictive relationships, let me just say that, are to learn how to, or to teach you how to transform pain or hate into love. All right, that's what those relationships are made for. That's why it's hard for us to get away from them. That's why they end up within our own family unit, especially with our children or our siblings, and they cause us immense distress, the conflict within them relationships, in such a way that even if you do try to run away from them, you still can't escape the burden of that conflict within your own life, because it goes with you, because all it is energy. Now, this is especially true for parents who are raised with a certain set of beliefs, judgments, criticisms, and just prejudices, and say a person, you're a holy roly who think that everything that goes against what you believe, which is what you believe God believes, and the judgment that you believe or you say that God has on a certain person because of how they are, whatever goes against your values, you damn them to hell. Well, that twin flame comes up as an ace card. That black sheep of the family, that person that was gay anyway, that person that got on drugs anyhow, that person that tries your just gets under your skin, that person that you can't seem to have a relationship with because you choose to judge them, or that person is there, that twin flame is there within that karmic relationship to correct you, and vice versa. Right? But not to change them and not to change you, but to correct some flawed beliefs or behavior or ways of being that actually restrict you from expressing, from expressing a full measure of love towards humanity, right? So when those situations show up within our own family unit, when we get someone who's gay anyway, despite of how we dragged them to church and told them that they was going straight to hell for their ways, despite of the way that you have told your loved ones how drugs will destroy them, but they ended up being addicted to drugs anyway, or despite of whatever it is that you chose to embed into your child, because it's now in your own family unit, now you have to dig a little bit deeper to find a way out of it, to find a way to transform that pain or that hate into love. And that's why we have these specific relationships. And higher than that, believe it or not, you're the one who ordered this for yourself. Before you got here and you was a soul, all right, you're the one who set up this whole situation for yourself, because you knew that you had certain things that you had to work out within your life. Right? Within your physical life, you knew that you wanted to have certain experiences and to experience certain things and feelings with this physical environment in order to evolve spiritually. So you set all this up for yourself, except you just don't remember it yet, right? You don't remember it. And so therefore you reject it. But the whole lesson of a karmic relationship is to learn how to accept. So when it comes down to our own, and not accept everything, I'm not talking about spousal relationship, because if you're in a spousal relationship and you're in an abusive relationship, that's a whole nother lesson, but the same idea. You have to learn how to transform that resentment within that relationship into love, but self-love. Find out why you are still there. Find out why you chose to allow people to treat you a certain way that was not in alignment to what you desired, or to your desired outcome. Okay, and so when it comes to our personal relationships, our family unit relationships, we have to dig a little deeper. Because they show up within our lives now we're in a place where we can't even judge our environment or the people within our communities anymore. Because now we're faced with the same type of stigmatism of drugs or unholiness or whatever it is that you deemed incorrect in someone else's life. Now we're faced with that, and because we love our family and we love our children, now we have to dig a little bit deeper to find out how to transform that. And we really go within. You have to go within. And this is why you are emotionally bound to the people you love and the people you hate. This is why those relationships follow you wherever you go, even if they're not with you. They follow you wherever you go, because it's a lesson within that, right? And if you ever want to find out who is your twin flame in your relationship, in your family unit, all you have to do is know what judgments you have about society in general or about people, and look for the person in your family that's reflecting that same belief pattern of being or lifestyle, and that's your twin flame. That's how you locate somebody's a twin flame in you that came specifically to you to show you who you are and to help you transform your beliefs or that judgment into unconditional love. Because at the end of the day, isn't that where we're all supposed to be? Isn't that the whole purpose of life? Is to love one another unconditionally in acceptance, and not trying to figure out why a person is who they are, but basically just trying to come to terms with, listen, there is something wrong with me. There is something wrong with me. I thought I heard a cop. There is something wrong with me. This has nothing to do with them. It's a judgment that I have. All right. And so that's the whole purpose of it. And when you're able to transform that, and you're able to now deal with what's in front of you within your own home, now your community and your environment is better. Because number one, as an individual, you contributed to the quality of your environment, the energy wave of your environment. So you getting out of that lower frequency of energy and transcending yourself into a higher frequency brings your own surroundings and your own community up a little higher, because now you're no longer judging the people even within your community, because now you have some things to work out yourself. And higher than that, you don't want anyone judging your family. You don't want anyone judging your children. You don't want anyone looking at you like you did something wrong to raise your children gay and all this other stuff. All right, so now it goes back to you and you working out what's wrong with you, what you could possibly do better to be at peace with your community, your surroundings, the people that's been placed in your life, the people that's within your own life cycle, to where you're able to support them on an emotional level and give them the support that they need, despite of what you may think is right or not right. It's about coming to terms with humanity and being at peace with humanity, because we all contribute to this world. We all have a specific spark of energy that we contribute to this world for the higher and greatest good. So anyway, that's the message of that. That's what karmic relationships are, and that's what twin flames are, and that's the reason and the purpose for both. So whoever needed to hear this, hear ye. Until then, see you on my next video. Bye.